right. What's up? Can y'all hear us?
Yeah.
Chime in if you can hear us. Give us a little note. It says, "Hey man, I can hear y'all."
Yeah, do something so Tim don't fire the producer.
No producers fired. Hopefully y'all can hear us. I think we fixed the problem. I mean, let's just get into it, man.
We're in there.
Let's just get into it, man.
Another Sunday, my friend.
Another Sunday, man. I had a good weekend. So far the weekend is going good. How about you?
Good weekend. As far as my pursuit as a joke slanger, did my first ever promoted show.
All right.
And they didn't toss me out, so I feel like I did okay.
That's all that matters, man. You didn't get tossed out.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I went to a concert last night in Nashville. I went to see a guy that I like. His name is Nick Hakim. A lot of people don't know who he is. Saw this nice new artist, June McDoom. She was pretty good. But yeah, man, everything was good, man. It was lovely.
So what genre of music you gotta do?
Oh man, I can't describe it, man. It's
like rock or
it's
bluesy
R&B.
R&B.
It's R&B. I can't describe it. I say R&B. It's not rock. It's good.
When you ain't got a category, it's just dope.
It's
shit.
Good music. He's his own genre. Nick Hakim. But anyway, man. Last week's topic was religion. We got into that.
Sure did.
And I think we had a really good conversation. The sound on Facebook didn't come through. People saying it didn't come through. So I'm hoping it's coming through now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's coming through now. But yeah, so let's get into it, man. Race is this week.
We talking about race, and we ain't talking about drag or NASCAR.
None of it. We ain't talking about. We talking about race. We talking about like humanity, race with humanity, man.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I totally don't believe in race. I just don't. There's no such thing as race. Race is a construct, man. Race is a construct to keep us apart. Now, if there are any races or if there are any predominant traits, as far as skin tone or physicality, I would say that there would be three distinctive ones, and all the rest of them are whatever you call it, amalgamation or whatever. It's like a mixture of the three.
Yeah,
I would say African, Caucasian, and Caucasian. Even that's a misnomer because the Caucasus Mountains are in Asia.
Yeah,
so it's not like Caucasian and Asian. Pretty much, I would say like your Chinese, Japanese. Those would be like the three distinct races, but the rest of them, I mean, I would say traits. I wouldn't even say races. It's just traits.
Yeah, or
it's just traits, man.
Or like region.
Well, region, yeah, but region you lend it to geography, and I don't just lend it to geography. I lend it to like traits, the predominant traits that people have.
Yeah, or culture.
No, not even culture, because culture is where you live and what you do with your society, and I wouldn't say culture. I'm saying physical traits, physical.
Oh, okay,
traits.
I got you.
Physical traits, and all the rest of them are like a amalgamation, but those are just traits. That's not the only race that we have is Homo sapien,
the human race.
Human race. That's it. Because look,
yeah,
I could, or someone from an isolated tribe that hasn't dealt with like the outside of wherever they are, could go to New York and find someone that you're infatuated with, and they were infatuated with each other, and make a baby.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And they can make a baby. If you are not of the same like order or species or whatever, order or class or whatever, however that goes, genus, any of that, then you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you may be able to reproduce, like ligers.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
The ligers.
Yeah. But it's also
But you know what?
very close in.
But this is the thing about ligers.
Species too.
This thing about ligers, they can't reproduce.
Really, I didn't
They
know
can't.
that.
Mules
Can't reproduce.
can't reproduce.
So he's one and done every time you do
So
it.
you made a donkey with a horse, you get a mule.
Mm-hmm.
That mule can't reproduce.
Yeah, so you can't have two.
So you can't.
Two mules can't mate and make
another mule.
mules.
No, they can't. They can't. So
Damn.
So
Isn't that wild though that dogs can do that? But I guess dogs are all the same
the
species.
Same.
Yeah.
It's the same. We just bred traits. Bred them for different traits. We bred them smaller and smaller to like to chase rats, rat terriers.
Isn't it
terriers.
wild that little motherfucker I got running around
He loves it.
comes from a wolf? Isn't that nuts to think about?
Yes, yes, and I made this thing. I try not to talk about something that I don't know, and I don't know with the wolf, but I know wolves can reproduce with dogs, but I don't know if they're a totally different.
Audio's good.
Okay, cool. I don't know if they're a totally different thing, but anyway, I want to talk about humanity, humans, and the concept.
We can talk about dogs fucking penguins all day.
Yeah, I know dogs and penguins. I love penguins. But look, man. But I want to talk about us and the way we try to categorize ourselves with race. Race is a man-made construct as far as humans go, and it was perpetrated on society by people that wanted to commodify it. By saying that, I mean, before we talked about race, it was about where you from, your geography, especially in the European aspect. Like I'm French, I'm German, I'm English, I'm Italian, I'm Irish, I'm Scottish. It wasn't I'm white. It wasn't I'm white. It didn't become I'm white until it got to America.
Well, that's the thing. If you go to Ireland, like you said, you see Irish people, Haiti, Haitians, China, Chinese, Mexico.
Well, Haiti, you see Africans, but that's fine. I mean,
they're Haitians now because it's their spot.
But
the thing that we're Americans,
but they were African. They weren't supposed to be Haitians,
right? But
you know what I'm saying?
But like I feel like in similarity to America,
but I know what you're saying. You're trying to gird my statement by saying it was about where you were from.
Because what I'm saying, like in America, if you can't trace your lineage to a motherfucking a TP, you ain't from here neither. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So in regards to Haiti and Africa, but they are Haitian now, we are American now, even though our ancestors came from fucking all over the world. You know what I mean?
They did.
I think that's kind of the problem though. In every country, you have your countrymen.
Mm-hmm.
In America, you have race. You have white America, black America, Mexican America. But the funny thing is, we're all Americans, but for some reason, we're in a segregated scenario of the country.
Even that term that you just used, Mexican American. Mexico is in America.
They're Americans.
Mexico is in America.
Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah.
It's redundant. It's like, how you calling this guy an American?
Side note, just a thought I've always had.
Yeah.
I think I understand different countries and territories.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you think about it, the whole kind of border thing with us in Mexico, it's kind of wild to think about having the border there.
So
to
stupid,
me, you know what I mean? Why can't we all just be one? And okay, like here's the thing: in different states, they govern different. This state abortion, yes. This state abortion, no. This state guns, yes. This state guns, no. Why couldn't it just be all right? Well, now when you go south of Texas, rules change, baby. It's a whole nother ball game. Just like when you go from different state to state.
Well,
and I'm not even saying make Mexico America or America part of Mexico, but you know,
Mexico is America.
But I'm saying if they still want to be Mexico, but my thing is you just run your shit like every other state runs it. This is how they do down here. This is their thing. This is what they do. This is how they feel about it.
That's what they try to do.
You know what I mean? And that's it. Just like
what you say,
motherfucker.
What you say? Well, I think what you're saying is why can't we just be able to like go to Mexico, hang out in Mexico, and then come up here too?
Yeah,
if they want to.
But my thing is, but here's the thing with that shit is like I don't want them to get misconstrued of any kind of Americanizing Mexico. No, let them be them. But my thing is, when you go down there, there ain't no border, ain't no checkpoint. It's just all right. We in Mexico, just like all right. Now I'm in New York, so I got to act accordingly to New York standards.
Yeah.
You know, or you just an asshole tourist.
I think we think the same way. We think the same way, but mine, I'm a little more nuanced because I know you don't know why that is per se. You're like, why is it like this? But I know why that is, and that's because in America, the United States of America, not because we just use that word America.
No,
saying it's America, and we think about it, it's just the United States, but it's North America.
Yeah,
it's Canada, it's Mexico, it's even South America. We are in the Americas. So how can we take that word and use it and disregard all the rest of America? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm an American, but so is that Mexican, man.
Yeah.
So is that motherfucking Guatemalan.
Well, that's what I tell people. Like when not like the separatism is ridiculous because we're all, like you said, we're all from the same spot.
And you know what I mean? You looping in your head, you're like, why is that? Why is that? The reason that is because of Western European thinking. It's a Western European worldview that everyone else has adopted. It's like I said, it's commodifying race. It's like putting when they talk about the order, the natural order or the order, they say is white and everybody else.
Yeah,
that's what they say. And the reason they could say that is because they figured out how to use fucking weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it is, man.
The musket was a bad motherfucker.
You had superior weapons, so therefore, the way that you think is going to prevail because I'm going to fucking rule you.
Yeah. With
this fucking weapon, and so whatever perverse or perverted or misguided, even I'm going to even give you that. But not you, but I'm saying I'm even going to give them that misguided. Superiority was at the hands of a weapon.
Yeah,
it wasn't a way of thinking or any of that. It's just at the point of a fucking weapon.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, in some spots and places in history, a club was a bad mammy jammy.
Yeah,
but then if you got a club and a dude got a musket, by the time you try to get to him with the club, he done laid you down.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
So what happened was, since I have a superior, since I got the edge on you, whatever I say goes. And so then the ego comes into place. Not the ego comes into place. It's like, what can I get? How can I gain? How can I gain? Conversely, the others, that kind of way, that way of thinking seeped into them too. So a lot of the non-whites are now thinking like non-Western European males are now thinking like now this is the system that it has to be. We want this system, this way of regulating society, this democracy that we're spreading around the world. That's what we got to aspire to. But that system can't sustain itself unless people believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like every country and every society has the same exact situation. Over here, they've learned how to mask it as race.
Yes.
But if you look at like Mumbai, India,
it's caste. It's religion. It's religion.
But there's a shanty town in Mumbai
the
where the sewage runs through the streets.
The untouchables.
People stacked upon it, like just very impoverished situations.
Impoverished, yep.
But in the city, there's motherfuckers whose entire house is a skyscraper.
I know.
So my thing is like you said, we got it over here from the European thought process of things, and then on top of that,
but over there too, because remember, England, they fucking ruled India.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of what I'm getting.
That's
at,
what people. That's what people don't realize.
But I feel like but over there, they have a version of it.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
You know, in China, the funny thing is, there's Chinese billionaires who get to travel and do their thing, and they bread it like a chicken sandwich.
Russian oligarchs, too.
But then there's motherfuckers that work at the iPhone factory
and jumping off the building. They got nets because we don't want. Don't die, motherfucker. We need your ass back.
But here's the thing,
or Nike or whatever.
They're all Chinese. There's no race. What they would say, the so-called white man does here and has done for years to the so-called black, the systematic racism. Well, the funny thing is, like, you have that in every country, but the thing is, it becomes a race thing here because we're a melting pot of cultures and people. But in China, it's all Chinese, but they still have the same shit. I mean, a lot worse on some regards. And then Russia, you got rich motherfuckers. The funny thing is, and some of it is haves and have-nots.
I'm not talking about culture, man. I'm not talking about culture. You're talking about culture.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about culture.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like over here in America, it's race.
It is race. But you know why it's
every
race?
Country has their form of this same systematic situation.
But they don't do to the same cruelty and the same veracity as we do here, because this country was founded on race. Don't let them fool you, man.
Yeah.
Look, this is the thing. This thing when they talk about that CRT shit, CRT is nice. CRT is friendly compared to the real truth. And what it is what they're saying is like, we don't want you teaching things in school. And people aren't even teaching CRT. That's college. That's a college thing. Critical race theory. That's a college thing. That's a college thing. But what it is some of the things in CRT, they don't want people to know or hear or really come to grips with, is that this country was full of shit, man. And so on its founding, because if it's like be honest about it. And but they're saying they don't want people to like the woke act or whatever in Florida. In the bill, it says we don't want people to feel like they're responsible for this. And the thing about it, what really pisses me off about this codified bill is it legislates emotion.
That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like no one's saying that you yourself did those things. What they're saying is they don't want people to feel like they're responsible for feel like they're responsible. And no one's saying that. This shit happened.
Yeah.
This shit happened people prospered from it, and people still profit from the remnants of the shit it produced. So it's like, no, we're not even saying you're responsible. And see, and if and this is the thing, man. This is I'm telling you, man, this is the thing. If poor white people woke up and realized we're all getting fucked, and you're making me do the yeoman's work for your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me fight these Mexicans. You're making me. When people say, "Oh, they coming up here, they taking our jobs, they're depressing wages. They're depressing wages." Who's giving them the jobs?
Right. I mean,
who?
Well, that's the thing.
So race.
Cheap labor is always going to win out in a lot of regards.
Yeah,
a lot of regards.
Exactly. But then when resentment is fomented, now we gotta take the board, man. They're coming up here, they're taking our job, but nobody's.
I think that's just I just think that's a goofy talking point to get people arguing.
Isn't it stupid, man?
A lot of this shit to me is honestly.
It's
you know what I mean?
Fucking
like
stupid,
I said, they're taking our jobs. Like, well, what job did they take from you?
Yes.
Did a dude actually come and take your job, or are you saying that as a propagandist?
But check. Thing. Who hired him?
Well, yeah, I mean, the owners of the company, I imagine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So don't get mad at that guy.
Yeah.
For taking the job.
I don't even think you get mad at the guy that hired him. My thing is this: if a dude came to America from wherever, and he decided he want to go get him a job, and he goes somewhere, and
there's a job available,
and I don't even care the reason.
There's a job available,
yeah, and I don't even care the reason. Like, even if the dude knows, like, oh, this motherfucker don't even speak English, I'm gonna get him for pennies on the dollar. Even if that is the case, I'm gonna smoke this. Yeah, and that's a weird case, I guess. But even if that is the case, so fucking what? Why didn't you go up there and apply for that job? And who is the people that are saying they're taking our jobs? Do you have a job? How long have you held down a job? Are you still working? Did you really get fired? Did a dude that speaks Spanish come here and take it? Or are you just a piece of shit?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Every job I've ever had, this is one thing I knew to be true. Unless the company went under and it was inevitable and there was some bullshit involved with it. Most of the time, every motherfucker that went to that job and did what they were supposed to do with that job didn't have a problem keeping that job.
Exactly.
And I've seen that with people of every race, every amount of melanin to the lack thereof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
So that to me is a goofy thing. Who's taking? But here's the thing: I've seen a lot of motherfuckers fall for the okie doke and take a stimmy and didn't want to go to work.
Oh no! I've seen them still work.
But I've seen some motherfuckers take it and didn't go to work, think they didn't have to pay their landlord, and then now everybody's hiring, but they ain't working. All these places need help, but they ain't working.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, then at the same time, if you look, the border is overrun, says people. There's people coming in left and right. They're busting them.
But we need jobs.
But here's the thing. When those motherfuckers on them buses show up in your town and they take all them jobs because this job is money in their pocket, probably more money than some of them ever seen in their life. American dollars. They're actually getting paid in American dollars. You know what a peso's worth? Fuck all. Nobody gives a shit. You want American money. So,
and I got a problem with that shit too.
So here's the thing about that is,
I got a problem with that.
You mad because this motherfucker went through terrible conditions to get here.
Yeah, he did.
Got on a bus and got here.
Yeah, it ain't like he flew first class.
And instead of doing some wild shit, robbing banks, hanging shit, crazy shit, this motherfucker went and got a job. And you mad at him? But where are you mad? What perspective are you mad at him from? Are you mad at him from because they fired you to hire him? Or are you mad at him from your couch while you waiting on the check?
I'm going to tell you what it is, man. This is what it is. I'm going to break it down for you. Okay. I am. And I'm going to tell you from a black standpoint because I'm black. I'm Mexican, and I that's a whole nother. That's Mexicans. I'm black. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's Mexicans, and you know what I'm saying? It is. I can't, man. I barely speak Spanish. But look, man. I can tell you from a black standpoint. This is what it is, man. This country was forged in fire. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It was forged in fire. It's violent. The way this country was founded was through violence.
Oh, for sure.
There was a war. There was a fucking war, and motherfuckers fought in a war. And just enough motherfuckers fought for us, for this country to be what it is, for us to be here right now.
Yeah.
Just enough motherfuckers fought. And the opponent fucking like, I'm done. I can't fucking keep fighting these fucking people.
Yeah.
I mean, I got all this other shit. I got to get India. I got all this shit.
They done fucked our tea up.
So this, yeah. So this country was founded in fire, in violence.
Yeah. Oh, even before the Revolutionary War.
Violent.
Think about what the Native Americans had to go through.
Violent ass country.
They act like they act like the Pilgrims were a bunch of Christian holy people.
That's bullshit. No. That's so much bullshit, man.
Thanksgiving is a murder holiday, son.
Yes, it is. It is, and you know it.
Yeah. Every time you sitting there carving that turkey, looking at your family all warm and special. That is a day soaked in blood.
That's why. That's one thing. The cognitive dissonance is just too much. And what I've found is that the white people that founded this country are afraid that the black people want to fucking turn around and do it to them. And that's not even what it is, man. That's what
well, you know, the wild thing is about that.
They're scared. They're scared. They're scared of it.
Who though? Like what white people think that?
That is the.
Are you talking about like the overseers of the country?
That's the fear. The fear is.
I don't think them motherfuckers scared nobody.
Listen.
The way they move, they should be scared of everybody, but it don't seem like they give a fuck because they do a bunch of wild shit.
The reason they're not afraid is because black people don't do that. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying, and this may sound like I'm getting it, but I can't speak for monolith, but I'm gonna say this. I feel that the white people in charge, or whatever you call it, in charge that are running shit, or even the ones that are at home, they are afraid that if they become a minority, because the word minority, then the same shit is going to happen to them that happened to the other minorities.
I don't think so, dude.
I think so.
Can I tell you why?
That's the root of the fear.
Can I tell you why I don't think so?
Tell me why.
This is why I don't think so. And honestly,
that's what I think.
This is gonna seem wild.
Okay.
Considering we got good lights in the camera, and you can see my face.
This is a great
from my perspective. But this is what I will tell you.
Okay.
I think it started off, not even started off. The people who run this country, for sure, are pale faces.
Yes.
So-called white folks.
Without a doubt.
If you ask Kanye, he might tell you something different.
Yeah, he might. He might wear the t-shirt.
But here's honestly the way I see it to be true.
Okay.
There's no difference in the way they treat their people.
What do you mean?
Have you been to Appalachia?
Oh, yes. Yes. And
have you heard of the Battle of Blair Wood?
You know what? I'm sure I have, but I don't know the details.
That's where the term redneck comes from.
I thought was that with the because they wore handkerchiefs with the red
on their neck,
red bandana. Yeah, red bandana. They were
coal miners. Coal miners.
Yeah.
You know that story?
That's what I'm saying. I'm familiar with.
But do you know what them coal miners' melanin count was?
What?
It was white.
I know.
And you see how they was treated?
I know.
You see how they had to throw it down?
I know.
Here's another thing. The Irish, you know how they were treated when they got here?
I know.
Now here's what they no, because I see where this motherfucking conversation always gets lost in the weeds with some people, because the way I look, they're gonna be like, well, you just standing up for looking for the white part of it. But no. I'm not saying that for you.
Yeah.
I'm saying that for you. But what I'm saying is they don't treat poor white people no better. Here's my thing about like the supremacy thing.
I say this all the time.
If white supremacy was like for sure, for real in this country now, what I'm gonna say is this: you never see a man like Jay-Z and be able to see a white man wake up underneath a viaduct. Wouldn't be possible.
No.
Would not happen.
No.
Would not happen.
I'm pushing back. I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, I got more to the end.
I'm gonna tell you why. That person, that white person in Appalachia, feels that he's so much better than any black person.
Was it? He just.
It's like you're trying to say, they get it. They don't get it because
I'm not saying they get it. No.
That person thinks that he's better than any. He thinks he's better than Jay-Z.
No. Look, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, he does.
I'm not saying he thinks what I said is true. Because he's stupid.
No, he's not stupid.
No,
he's scared.
We all stupid. I'm gonna tell you why.
He's scared.
Not all of us. Me and you. Maybe the rest of them. We good. But what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is this: I don't feel that he believes that. No, because he's not made to believe that. That's not how the system is set up. Like he's made to think that he is better. I understand that because of generational garbage and propaganda.
But he still ain't got shit.
But I ain't talking about what this goofy motherfucker feels like. I'm talking about
what he had.
I'm talking about the way me and you see it is the actual reality of life, not what these the facade.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is they addicted to drugs. They're poor.
That's what you're saying.
They're
so
poor
in a nutshell.
No, but look, they're addicted to drugs.
Yep.
They're poor as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking everybody's on assistance of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And they just got their community is just fucked up and doesn't get any kind of support, any kind of help. There's no funding, there's no money, there's no nothing. It's a wasteland.
So let me ask you this. Why do they hate me? Why do they hate me?
Because they were made to believe they should. Here's the thing.
So stop doing that.
Here's what I think.
And let's get together and fucking run shit.
Well, this is what I was saying. They, for some reason, think they're different than you are. And that's the whole problem.
They're not. The least the ones
that's
with
the whole problem with race.
The ones with money know that. That's what I'm saying. Race is commodified.
But see, here's the thing.
We're coming right back to
But what I was talking about of their living conditions and living conditions in a lot of
terrible
so-called black communities.
Terrible.
Identical.
Terrible.
Identical.
Terrible. But they would much rather vote against their own self-interest.
But
that makes no sense, man.
But that's the thing. You're trying to make sense of them buying the bullshit. I'm not saying they don't buy it. I'm not saying they see it. But what I'm saying is, it's when you really look at it, they always treat the people in these scenarios the same.
I know. So stop.
So it's not. The funny thing is, they would make it about race, and they can't see past those lenses. But the funny thing is, it's more about the haves and the have-nots than it is white versus black. Because here's the funny thing: a rich white dude in Louisville looks at them goofy motherfuckers in Appalachia exactly the fucking same.
I know.
They're poor. They're on drugs. They don't go to work. They're on a check. What do they say that? Who else do they say that about?
But
the funny thing is,
you know what they are. But you know what they are.
It's the condition.
You know what they are, and we can use this. They're white. They're just they look like me. So I'm like, you look like me. someday you can be like me. You can be one of these elites. So in their minds, one day, like, oh, the fuck the elites until they become one.
We're from the South.
I'm from the South like a motherfucker.
You know this like I know this. Yeah. What do people from the South you say about people from New York? Yankee, city slicker, northerner, they ain't like us.
Carpetbagger.
And then
I'm old school.
And then because of your bullshit allegiances, your bullshit thoughts, and the way you get propagated to, you get the country, the South, the rural, the white, poor, everything to vote and put on a dumbass red hat for a Yankee.
I know that.
You're talking about a New York slick real estate agent businessman. My whole life, you motherfuckers didn't even like people like that. Now it's your boy.
Listen, man. The reason they like him is because he is saying the same things that they are.
Exactly.
Fuck where he's from.
Yeah.
Look, this thing.
They propagate to.
Trump.
That's how they divide us too. So this section of the country is getting propagated to Trump. You know, this is how they vote, and they're showing the support. But then you got another chapter of the country who is putting support and backing a whole nother wing, but motherfuckers that are still lying and bullshitting.
Yeah, same shit. Same shit.
How
right?
the fuck? One of the biggest things to get Donald Trump out of office was what? He's a racist. He's a racist piece of shit. So here's my thing with this.
I'm not disagree with you.
I'm not saying he was. I'm not saying he wasn't.
I ain't saying he wasn't.
Here's what I'm saying though. There's no fucking way that you're gonna make me believe that you're gonna get a racist out of office and fix this country for good when you vote in the writer of the 94 crime bill. Joe Biden, one of the most racist motherfuckers ever, a bona fide Dixiecrat.
Him too.
Motherfuckers know what a Dixiecrat is? A Democrat that loves good old Dixie, the South.
Was he Delaware? Was he Delaware? Yeah, Delaware Dixiecrat. Yeah.
Lied about all his college shit.
Yeah.
Gave a heartfelt speech at a leading Klan member's eulogy.
He also well, he might be a speechwriter, but he plagiarized a speech when he was running for president.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Biden fan, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you too. I'm not a big anybody fan. I'm not a big Obama fan.
But see, I don't
like any of them.
But see, here's
you know what?
Here's the race thing. How they do it.
I'm gonna tell you who I was a fan of, and I think this was the best human being in my lifetime that was president was Jimmy Carter. He's just a good dude, man.
No potato farmer.
He was just a fucking good dude, man. He was a peanut farmer.
Peanut, yeah.
Yeah, he's just a good dude. He's just like a good dude. Like, I go to church, man. I'm, go on these peanuts and shit around this country. You know what I'm saying?
Got these liver pills.
Gave it a shot. Yeah, he gave it a shot. But yeah, man, he was probably the best person, president. But like I'm not, man. People are like, oh, Obama, he's all right, but I mean, come on, man. Yeah,
he's a president. He's a politician.
Yeah, he's a politician. Anybody that's a politician, anybody that declares they're gonna run for an office, automatically I don't like them.
Yeah,
because you got a big ego.
As soon as I know you want to be the president, I'm like, nah.
As soon as I know you're gonna run for office, man, I don't want nothing to do with you. Because the way politics is set up, I should have to make you be the. You know what, man? I want you to be the next mayor, and I should make you do it. You shouldn't be like, I want to be the mayor. Like everybody like get together, like, man, let's make this fucking dude the mayor.
Yeah.
This motherfucking dude can fucking mayor his ass off.
He's got a track record.
Yeah, and no, it's not even got a track record. It's like he seems like the type of guy that can get shit done. That can, and even if you don't want to be the mayor,
yeah, you just got to.
You better be
everybody
the
in the town
like,
said
you are the mayor.
Yeah, we believe that you're the guy.
You're the guy.
That's all it is.
Until you're not the guy.
Yeah.
Until like you ain't doing your shit, you gotta get this guy out.
Yeah.
And then
as soon as you get a little big for your britches, you gotta go.
As soon as you start being like, no, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, I'm done with you.
Fuck out of here. That guy needs to be the mayor. You know what I'm saying? So that
well, to me,
like campaigning just became it was a thing in the 20th century thing, because people throw that name in the hat, but they wouldn't go campaigning for themselves. Other people would do it for them. Other people would go like, "Oh, Van Buren needs to be the president. We want Van Buren president. We want him. I'm gonna tell you why we want Van Buren." They would campaign for him.
Yeah.
He didn't go out and like, "Oh man, hey, I want to be president guy. I'm the guy." Back in the day, that's how they used to do. But then it became the cult of personality. You know, like people started getting like oh shit, especially with FDR. Was it FDR that did the whistle? Who did the whistle stops? Somebody did like whistle stop campaign to get on the train and go, and was it Eisenhower? It was one of them. And talk to people like, "Oh man, we gotta please vote for me," you know, and all this shit.
Yeah.
And it probably happened a little bit before then, but I'm saying it used to be really low key. The person that was running for president was just low key. But anyway, man, the topic is race, man.
Race, not
politics.
Shit-faced politicians.
Yeah. So who could vote when America was first? Who could vote?
Just the white
Tell
people.
me.
White men.
List the characteristics. List the characteristics.
White men.
White men.
Then white women.
Nope.
No, what?
No. There was another thing that you had to do before you could vote in America. You had to own property.
For real?
White male property owners were the only ones that could vote.
Oh, that's how you get the whole system right there.
White male property owners.
Yeah, because who owns property?
No. You have land. You can have land white male landowners.
Yeah,
I say property male landowners. So if you had a piece of land in this motherfucker, then you had a deed to it.
then you're good.
It's your country. White male landowners started this motherfucker, man. So I say this to say this, man. Race is bullshit.
Yeah.
Your race is no better than mine.
No.
And my race is no better than yours.
Well, I think the thought automatically that we're a different race.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man.
From the jump.
From the jump, man.
You already got a line in the sand. Like we said, we're a human species.
Yeah, we're a human species. Look, how long have we been going?
We 43 minutes.
43 minutes, man. We gotta
I knew we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta, And we go the next topic.
Yeah. You got one already?
Police, man.
Oh, the police. We're gonna go in on the one time. Well, there you have it, folks.
Police.
Conversation had. Tim Northern.
Talk about the police.
We're gonna talk about whoop whoop. It's the sound of the police.
You don't know about KRS-One,
man. After that,
we got another one. I got one coming up after that.
We out of here, folks.
All right.
Ending it.